I've been asked, what's the most important box in Service by the Boxes? Or what's the most important step in the service process? I would like to say they're all important. And if you skip a box or you skip a step, you can't be best in class. We can't cut corners to be best in class. But if I had to pick one and say this is the key box to really focus on, I would say service to be estimated box. Basically, it's just estimating every job that comes through. And you may say, well, what is so important about estimating the job? Because this is where you as a service manager or the service management team really takes control of the service process. We set the narrative and we set the expectation, not only with the customer, but also with the technician. So when you estimate a job, you're communicating to the technician, this is how much time you have to repair the job, to repair the tractor or a piece of equipment. And you're also telling the customer, this is how much money it's going to cost you for us to repair your piece of equipment. Now, this heavy equipment industry is probably 10 to 15 years behind the automotive industry. And to be honest, we don't have a good flat rate system in our industry. So a lot of technicians struggle to hit their numbers. And one reason that I have learned that this is true, or why they're struggling, is because they have no idea how long that job should take. They don't know what is the expectation. And so by estimating the job, we can tell that technician, hey, this is a 5-hour job. Now, if they're thinking that 5-hour job is a 10-hour job, they're going to plan accordingly to do that job in 10 hours. And they may complete it in 9 or 10 or 11. And maybe in their minds, they're thinking they're doing a great job, but they're not. It's a 5-hour job. And letting them know, hey, this is a 5-hour job, they will plan accordingly to do what they have to do to get that job done in 5 hours. Now, am I saying overnight they're going to go from doing it in 10 hours to 5 hours? No, but they may do it in 6 hours. And if they do it in 6 hours, did we not just save 4 hours of unbillable time just by estimating the job? You'll be surprised. Your technicians will step up to the challenge when you let them know what is expected of them. Now, so when you estimate the job, you tell the technician this is how much time you have, but we also tell the customer this is how much money it's going to cost you. In the service industry, the customer is not always right. I know, let me explain. Everybody says the customer's right, but they're not the expert. Who is the expert when it comes to service? The technicians, the service manager, the service department. We are the experts, right? That's why they're bringing their piece of equipment to us. They don't know how to fix it, and they don't know how long it takes them, or it takes to fix that piece of equipment. So we're the expert. We need to set the expectation and the narrative, not the customer. The customer is going to think it's a 2-hour job. It's not a 2-hour job. It's a 10 to 15-hour job. So we set that expectation of this is how long it's going to take us to fix your piece of equipment, and this is what it's going to cost. We have to take control of the narrative and the process, not only with the technician, but also with the customer. And remember, the old saying is still true. We in the service department need to learn and realize when we're estimating that job, we need to underpromise and overdeliver. And if we do that, we will give that customer a best-in-class customer experience.